emotionally, meaning emotional literacy, emotional competence, based on where he's at, is going to determine how he deal with that individual. This goes right back to emotions. I said man's thinking, man's emotions. Man's emotions determines his outcome. Whether you know that your emotion is the result of a thought within your head determines whether you will say, okay, that emotion is the response to how I'm thinking. Let me sit back and check this thinking. Because you can reinforce those emotions by reinforcing positive thinking. That's why you got to be careful what you letting people say to you within the course of a day. You got to be careful of what you accepting as a truth. Because when things come to you as a truth, you pretty much define yourself with that truth. And if that truth is not actually truth and you don't do your due diligence and investigate what it is you're putting in your head and define it as that idea of truth, you're going to be victimized by it. Toxic. Simple as that. This weak concept we talk about is a powerful concept. It deals with transactional analysis. It deals with transactional analysis and Gestalt because they are one and the same. Not one and the same, but they goes in conjunction with one another because one talk about the different ego states. And in this book I talk about that. I talk about the pack. I name it Pac-Man. Parent, adult, child. Think of the Pac-Man. Every time there's an interaction right now between me, you, and everybody in here, there's a response. That response is either a childish response, a parent response, which is not always good because the parent always trying to nurture or control. But what's needed for to have a successful interaction is for everyone that's interacting, I don't care what's your age, to be able to understand the need to be in the adult state. That's why it's PAC, PAC, parent, adult, child. The adult is the neutral. It's not negative, it's not positive, it's responsible. So it's able to put you in a position to respond as one who understands what's going on in the toxic environment. And that what you don't understand, you're able to sit back and overstand that you don't fully understand that. So I know to put that on a plate, take a look at it, and examine it a little bit before I start eating it up. Because once you start eating it up, the waste is in you. And it's no different from the physical and the mind. Once you start reading it, the Donna Goins, I don't do it. It's like a need in the brain. That's what I call it. I don't want Donna Goins. I want something a little more powerful. I want a mob. You are responsible for you. I want that reality. Straight up. And I don't just listen to myself, but I listen to myself. And what I do understand is that that energy within my being is the energy within each one of you being. So when there's a conversation going on, I'm not just looking at the man you see in the mirror. I'm looking at eye and eye. It's eye talking to eye. And me doing that puts me in a position to step in his shoes and not have that jealousy he's talking about against my brother, his shoes. It puts me in a position, because that jealousy is an emotion. It puts me in a position not to be stuck on hate. Yeah, I don't dislike certain things. It ain't easy for me to get up here and do this. I had trial and error to get to this point. But like I said, I'm a living witness that you can get there. You can get there no matter what you go through. The only way you're not going there if you allow what you're going through to define where you at in these 24 hours. See, everything that happened in your past, man, it's back there. You can't change it. You have to step into your now and realize that seed called potential has you in a position to move forward. You got to move forward. If you stuck on back there, then you ain't going nowhere. You allowing what they call trauma, a disorganization of thinking to actually stagnate you to a position that produces nothing for you but a bunch of emotions that you can't define. Deal with your emotions in the now and how the past has got you emotional and move forward. You have to move forward. And that's what that weak concept do. It gives you a position to actually stand in and move forward. The biggest component of those 5 pillars in that concept is everyone's experience. When you can take some situation that someone is having and set it on a plate for them, or show them how to set it on a plate, have them examine it, they can control based on what they see, how that experience dictate where they're going tomorrow. Because what you do right now is going to determine what you do tomorrow. You can be so motivated, yet when you wake up, like just headbutt you, boom! You're going to be headbutt by life. Tyson got headbutt, boom, by Holyfield. What happened? Tyson responded and reacted, bit Holyfield ear off. Guess what happened? Tyson was judged as an animal for biting his ear off. You're going to be headbutt. You have to remain centered. You have to remain in the adult ego and understand that I can't respond like this. But guess what was happening to Tyson? A lot of people don't understand he had an amygdala hijack.